Oh my.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, you are the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
You're a sexy piece of ass yourself. Wow.
Oh, wow. I was actually wondering, would you like to go to the fall semi-formal with me?
Oh, well, I was just about to meet my good friend Wes Anderson.
Oh.
He's gonna put me and my brother Luke into a movie with Bill Murray.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, maybe after? Would you want to go?
Oh, fuck it. I can do a movie with him anytime.
Oh my God! Wow!
Wow. Your Little Nicky impression's fantastic.
Well, your Owen Wilson's terrible.
I know.
Wow!
Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Poor Owen Wilson.
Damn! What a wild intro.
Oh, I'm dying. Hello, everybody, and welcome again to Keystone Film Review. We just saw Marry Me.
Saw Marry Me with Owen Wilson and Jennifer Lopez.
I'm sorry, Owen Wilson.
Plenty of other people.
John Bradley,
Oh, shit.
who was in Moonfall last week, or a couple weeks ago, whenever we filmed that. That's
So,
pretty much it.
many of you don't know this because our movies we're looking forward to failed. But we were actually looking forward to this movie.
Yes, we were.
Just because it was dumb and it has Owen Wilson in it.
That's legitimately the only reason.
And so we set our sails out to see this goddamn movie.
Yes.
Oh, man.
If you haven't seen the trailer, it's about J-Lo being a famous singer. Shocker, I know.
Mm-hmm.
And she's about to sing this song, Marry Me, with her boyfriend and then get married in front of 20 million people. But then right before, she finds out that she's being cheated on by her boyfriend.
Plot twist.
Oh, Nikes!
Oh, no.
Oh, no. So then she picks out Owen Wilson, who was dragged along to he's not even a fan of her. He's not even a fan.
Never even knew who she was.
Never even knew who she was. I'm so sorry, Owen Wilson. But yeah,
We really do love you.
we really do love you. But yeah, they get married because she is an emotional mess and he is empathetic. So
She's a very, very nice.
and that's the whole plot.
It's pretty much the plot.
The whole plot.
And then they have to work together to,
Fall in love.
fall in love and keep the relationship together for publicity stakes.
Yes.
And so on.
I went into this knowing that it was not going to be good.
Yes.
We went in for Owen Wilson. Mm-hmm. We were hoping that he would say "wow," but he doesn't say it.
Didn't say it once.
Didn't say. He says "how" and "now," but not "wow."
Disgusting.
It's about as dumb as I thought it was going to be. It's not completely unenjoyable.
Surprisingly, I enjoyed it way more than I thought.
Oh, same.
The biggest downfall that I had with this was the fucking editing ruined it.
The editing's
editing.
horrible. That's what I meant to look.
They had like Instagram feeds, in the shots, and the trailer actually had more of an emotional stake in it for one scene where he's like, call me when you're lonely. And they hang up, and she calls right back. She's like, I'm lonely. It cut so fast, and there was like a whole montage of shit during that scene that it didn't even feel like it had any emotional stakes in that. It felt more emotional in the trailer.
Exactly.
How does that happen?
It happens. Yeah, I agree. This is the editing was horrible. The music, the score played at completely unnecessary points. I'm assuming the director didn't trust the movie, didn't trust the writing enough to not, make people feel, which, for being a rom-com, the writing is about par. Some parts are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And other parts are weak. But then, like, the average is pretty par.
Yeah.
But it had music at parts, and the music just didn't fit, and it was obvious that they were just trying to force an emotion on you, which I know is the whole point of music in film. But it should be more of an accent than an actual manipulation.
This was like, oh, I hear a symphony in the background. Does that mean I should be crying right now during this scene?
Yeah.
It was very overwhelming with the music during certain parts where you felt like just a little somber, quiet music would have been fine. The editing was ridiculous during the beginning when all the craziness of 15 fucking different shots in 10 seconds flat. It just felt like we were watching Taken 3.
Taken 3, yeah.
It was wild.
Not the same editor.
How dare?
How dare?
And just the montages with Instagram live feeds and all that, and just it overblew what actually was pretty decent movie overall.
Yeah, it's nothing like. I saw one thing that said it's just before coming in. The only review I saw, I only read the headline, is that it's a forgettable rom-com. I assume that that's going to be the case. That I'm not going to really remember it a year from now, and I don't expect to, because it's just genuinely not my kind of film. But it had some little details in it that I thought were unexpected for a movie like this, and also it was a nice, surprise. Like the scene where she's kind of soul dumping on the entire audience when she just found out her boyfriend cheated on her, and the whole plot of the movie is she sees him holding the sign. And one thing that I thought was a really nice detail that they didn't have to do is essentially the entire crowd is just talking and not listening to her, except for Owen Wilson, who is listening attentively, seeing this woman bare her soul, and just looking at her. The only person in the entire crowd to be looking at her at her own concert, and that's kind of what leads her to pick him. And that was a detail that I wasn't expecting. I thought it was just going to be she just saw this random guy in the crowd. Camera guy got a shot of him real fast.
The camera guy was great.
Yeah, the camera guy in the movie, not the. It was just you.
Kofi,
yeah,
the character's name was, I think.
But it just blasted his face up on there. Also, that guy had a light on top of his camera. Didn't use it once.
Never used it once.
Not once. But yeah,
He's lucky he was funny.
It was very funny. But it's a fine movie. I apologize I'm winded. I was just laughing my ass off before this. But it was better than I expected.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting much. It met my expectations, but I was expecting it to be worse than what my expectations were. So
as far as the movie itself, as far as the contents within it, it exceeded my expectations. I thought it was just gonna be stupid and shitty, but the editing ruined it.
Yeah.
And just it felt like you said, they didn't really trust it too much, and I wish they did, because it actually would have been pretty decent. Minus all the music plugs that we had to sit through for Jennifer Lopez's probably new album, or so. I don't know what's actually going on.
So that's why the entire movie was made.
But
apparently this is based on a graphic novel.
Yeah, a graphic novel. Which, I don't doubt, but what a random thing to learn.
Who would get a graphic novel about this? That's what I want to know.
So yeah, this was really fun. As you said, it's probably a forgettable movie. There's plenty of fish in the sea, but as far as it goes, this was one of the better fish that I've seen in there.
Just throwing allegories out there.
I'm trying.
Yeah, another thing I would mention is that Owen Wilson and J-Lo had more chemistry than I thought they would.
Oh yeah.
Their relationship was more believable, even with him being so awkward in the beginning. It grew in what felt a natural way, and you never, for once, was just why is she with him?
Yeah.
When buying into the plot of the movie, obviously.
Yeah. You could see that they were both trying very...
And they both made each other better.
Yeah.
And that, again, another detail, that it wasn't just a movie where some random nerdy guy is marrying this rock star, and it doesn't make sense. It made sense within the film.
Yeah.
And that is more than most rom-coms. So... Yeah,
it did pretty good for what
it did. Pretty good. But yeah, I don't have too much to say.
I think that's about.
It's a rom-com. I'd rate this.
How do you rate it?
How would you rate it? I would rate this. I'm sorry, Mr. Wilson. I would rate it. It's still not a great movie. It's better than I expected, but it's still not a great movie. I kind of want to be lenient to it, so I'm going to give it a nice, solid, down the middle 2.5 out of 5.
I'm fighting between a 3 and a 2.5. I want to say 2.5 because the editing ruined it, and like we said multiple times now, that it just didn't feel trusted, and that it should have been.
Yeah.
So probably a 2.5 just for that.
Yeah.
So double dip Sunday on 2.5s there.
Yep. It's just the, oh wow, oh wow,
Oh wow. Oh.
but yeah, I mean, I think it's probably, hopefully, for theater's sake, going to do well because of Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a solid Valentine's Day movie. Valentine's Day movies are never memorable.
Go roast it with a homie.
Go roast it with a homie. Go roast it with your wife, homie, or your husband, homie,
Life homie.
or your spouse, homie, your partner, homie.
About to call all my homies my husband homies.
You're my husband, homie.
Hey, husband homie.
What's up?
Wow.